Thank you, Clint. I will say right up front here that my screen said a little bit ago that I had an unstable connection. So if I fade in and out, it's internet connection problem. So anyway, here goes. And I thank Joseph for the question. When we left Boise on March 20th, Sonny died. Nobody knew how dangerous this was going to be. And frankly, I'm so grateful that it's not as dangerous as we believed it would be at first. The numbers are much lower than we were led to believe, and I'm eternally grateful for that. I do, however, find some problems with some of the response that we've made to that. When we take our oath of office, we take an oath to uphold the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the state of Idaho. And we have a First and a 14th Amendment in there that were violated drastically by some of the measures that various state governors took. There was a case in Pennsylvania, and it was the defendants in the case were the Governor Thomas Wolf and the Secretary of Health Rachel Levine, and they basically were taken to task for the violation of the First and 14th Amendment. And what has happened as a result of that is that there was a decision from this court. It's a 66-page decision. It's worth reading because it actually reads just like what happened in Idaho. They did all of the same things Idaho did. And the conclusion in the court is really telling on this, and I have to read it because I couldn't say it any better, but it actually says what I think. And their conclusion is the court closes this opinion as it began by recognizing that defendants' actions at issue here were undertaken with good intention of addressing a public health emergency. But even in an emergency, the authority of government is not unfettered. The liberties protected by the Constitution are not fair weather freedoms. In place when times are good, but able to be cast aside in times of trouble. There is no question that the country has faced and will face emergencies of every sort, but the solution to a national crisis can never be permitted to supersede the commitment to individual liberty that stands as the foundation of the American experiment. The Constitution cannot accept the concept of a new normal where the basic liberties of the people can be subordinated to an open-ended emergency mitigation measures. Rather, the Constitution sets certain lines that may not be crossed even in an emergency. Actions taken by defendants cross those lines. It is the duty of the court to declare those actions unconstitutional. Thus consistent with the reasons set forth above, the court will enter judgment in favor of the plaintiffs. And that's the problem with this. We've tried to do a good thing, and yet the nation's faced the Spanish flu, we faced avian flu, we faced a lot of different flus, but we didn't suspend our Constitution. We didn't shut down the country. Education is the key to this. We need to educate people, and I see that my time is up, so thank you.